Hello, everybody. Good morning, all of you. I am Dr. Ernu Bhai Soni, again with you to continue the discussion over the Indian Penal Code, particularly on the topic of intra-territorial operation of the Indian Penal Code, which is provided under Section 2 of the same code. During our last meeting, I was telling you that the four components of Section 2 are very important for the discussion. To have a crystal clear vision and crystal clear concept regarding the intra-territorial operation of the Indian Penal Code. What are these components? Now, number one, the every person. Number second, the actor omission. Number third, contrary to the provisions of Indian Penal Code, provisions thereof. And fourth is the within India or territorial jurisdiction of this code, or territorial operation of this code. What is the meaning of within India? So one by one, we are going to discuss over these very important, very significant component to have a clear concept regarding the intra-territorial operation of the Indian Penal Code. Now, number one is the word every person. Let us try to understand again what is the provisions of the Section 2. What the Section 2 says. Every person is liable for punishment under this code and not otherwise for his act or omission, contrary to the provisions thereof. Contrary to the provisions thereof, of which he is guilty for offense within India. These lines, these provisions of Section 2 are very important, and these provisions of Section 2 gives us the four significant components to discuss. Number one, I am repeating again, the word every person. Number second, act or omission. Number third, contrary to the provisions thereof. And number four, within India. Now let us try to understand one by one. Number one, the word where every person, not any person, as mentioned under Section 3 of this code also. We have to focus on the word every person. What is the exact meaning? What is the exact interpretation of the word every person used under this particular Section 2 of the Indian Penal Code? Every person word includes all kinds of the human being. All kinds of the human being, irrespective to the creed, caste, race, religion, color, gender, nationality, citizenship also. Means the word every person includes all kinds of the human being without having discrimination, without having consideration about his race, caste, color, gender, nationality, and citizenship also. Actually, the Section 2 contains the word every person is a true application, is a true adaptation of Article 14 of the Indian Constitution, which says the equality before law. We have truly, the Indian Penal Code, Section 2 of the Indian Penal Code has truly adopted, truly followed the gist of the Article 14 of the Indian Constitution. So every person means all kinds of the human beings are subject matter of the Section 2 to decide the intra-territorial operation of the code. However, under Section 11 of the same code defines the word person. According to the Section 11, person includes not only natural person but artificial persons also. What are the artificial persons? company, association, bodies, even the idol images are also included under the terms of the artificial person. But in the context of the Indian Penal Code, it is very important to know that the natural person is significantly a matter of the Section 2 or matter of the Indian Penal Code. Artificial person are two subject of the Indian Penal Code, but where the punishment is only fine. We have a certain section of Indian Penal Code where the only fine is provided as a punishment. So such type of the sections we can penalize, we can convict the artificial person also. But where there is a imprisonment is a essential punishment, where there is physical imprisonment or imprisonment is a essential punishment provided under the code, under the various sections of the Indian Penal Code. You cannot make the companies, make the bodies of association, make the artificial person behind the bar. So it is very clear that under certain section where only fine is prescribed, only fine as a punishment has been prescribed, you can convict, you can fine also you can find also the artificial person under the certain sections of this code. But where there is imprisonment is essential part of the conviction, essential part of the punishment, the artificial person doesn't fall under the category of the every person. Now the second is also very important. It says that act or omission. What is act and what is omission? Section 2 says that every person liable for the punishment for his act or omission which is contrary to the provisions thereof. Then what is act and what is omission? The only act or only omission are not subject matter or not considerable matter of this code, but act or omission both. Act or omission both, if they are contrary to the provisions thereof, they will be treated as offense. They will be treated as a violation of the provisions of the code. Then we have to understand what is the act and how it is different from the omission, what is omission and how it is different from the act also. The act means whatever you do, आप जो कुछ करते हैं, whatever you do, and a result comes as a offense. Result comes as a offense. By you are doing something, then it is a act. आप जो कुछ करते हैं वो act है. And inaction or avoiding doing certain act, it is omission. When you are bound to do certain act, do some act, but you did not, but you don't, you do not follow the instruction of the law, provisions of the law, and you avoid doing something, then it is a omission. And if thereby any violation of the provisions of the act arised, then you are guilty of the offense. कभी कभी आप कुछ करके अपराध करते हैं, सामान्यतः जनरली यू कमिट ऑफेंस बाय डूइंग सर्टेन एक्ट. लेकिन कभी कभी आप कुछ नहीं करके भी अपराध करते हैं. समटाइम्स यू कमिट ऑफेंस बाय इनएक्शन, बाय नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग अबाउट विच यू आर बाउंड टू डू, जिसको आप करने के लिए बाध्य हैं और आप उसको नहीं करते हैं, तब भी ऐसा नहीं करके भी कुछ आप अपराध करते हैं. तो बोथ एक्ट एंड ओमिशन, both are subject matter of the Indian Penal Code. So it is well mentioned under Section 2 of the Penal Code that every person, we have talked about the every person, word every person, that every person is liable for the punishment under this code, not otherwise, for his act and omission, which is contrary thereof. The act and omission, if they are contrary to the provisions of the Indian Penal Code, then the person will be treated as guilty of the offence. Okay. According to the code, it is also very important to bring in your notice that certain VIPs, certain category of the person and dignitaries are exempted from the jurisdiction of the criminal code. They are not included under the terms of the every person. Like President of India, governors of the state, foreign sovereign, diplomatic agents, these are all dignitaries which are out of the jurisdiction of the criminal court. तो हमने क्या देखा कि what are the included in the every person? प्रत्येक व्यक्ति की परिभाषा में हर प्रकार का मनुष्य शामिल है, चाहे वो फॉरेनर हो, किसी भी रंग का हो, किसी भी धर्म का हो, किसी भी जाति का हो, किसी भी उपजाति का हो, किसी भी नस्ल का हो, है ना. अकॉर्डिंग टू द सेक्शन 2, एवरी पर्सन वर्ड इंक्लूड्स ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ द ह्यूमन बीइंग. उसी प्रकार हमने देखा एक्ट और ओमिशन क्या है. एक्ट जो कभी कभी आप कुछ करते हैं जिसके लिए आपको मना किया जाता है, यू डू सम एक्ट which is prohibited by the criminal law, and thereby you commit offense. And sometimes you don't. आपको कुछ करना, you are bound to do something, but you don't, and thereby you violate the law, violate the provisions of the Indian Penal Code. So therefore, in both the way you commit offense. दोनों तरह से आप कई बार अपराध करते हैं, कभी कभी कुछ करके, कभी कुछ नहीं करके. Now, number 3 is what is the word? What is the meaning of the word contrary to the provisions thereof? What is the meaning of the contrary? Contrary means, clearly contrary means the violation of the provisions of the Indian Penal Code. You don't have to be confused with what is the exact meaning, what is the exact interpretation of the contrary to the law, contrary to the provisions thereof. You have to adopt, you have to take very clear meaning that contrary means in the context of Indian Penal Code, it is a clear-cut violation of the provisions of the Indian Penal Code. If you do something, if you omit something, if you are in action and thereby you violate the provisions, then it is a contrary to the Indian Penal Code. The violation is the exact interpretation of the word used in section 2, that contrary of the provisions thereof. Okay? One more thing is also important to bring in a notice, that it is a well recognized, well settled rule of the law of crime that the jurisdiction of the criminal court, आपराधिक अदालतों की जो अधिकारिता है, क्षेत्र अधिकार है, jurisdiction of the criminal courts depends upon locality or place of the crime. Locality or the place where the crime has been committed, where the event is happened, where the crime is happened, not the locality of the criminal. अपराध कहां पर हुआ, द प्लेस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. क्रिमिनल कोर्ट के जुरिस्डिक्शन को फिक्स करने के लिए अपराध कहां पर घटित हुआ, वेयर द क्राइम हैज बीन कमिटेड, वेयर द इवेंट इज हैपेंड, इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. हु हैज कमिटेड द ऑफेंस, whether he is a foreigner or local person, it doesn't matter. So, under the section 2 of this Indian Penal Code, it is very clear that every person words includes all kinds of human being. The place of happening of the offense is important. If you are a domicile or if you are a resident of Spain, but you have committed offense in India, then you are responsible under the Indian Penal Code for the violation of the provisions of the law. You are guilty of the offense. One more thing is also important, that in the context of the section 2, the physical presence of the offender is not essential, not mandatory, not compulsory to make him guilty. To make him guilty. He may be foreigners, he may be outside of the territory of India. But if he commits anything, if he commits any act, if he acts in such a way that an offense is happened inside the territory of India, then he will be responsible. However, at the time of the commission of the offense, he was not physically present in India. In this matter, the case of Mubarak Ali versus the state of Bombay is very important. Now the next. What is the meaning of the word within India? It denotes about the territory of India. What is the meaning of the word within India? A very important word used in the section 2 of the Indian Penal Code. Again, I am repeating the lines of the provisions of the section 2, that every person is liable for punishment under this code, not otherwise, for his act and omission contrary to the law, contrary to the provisions thereof, which he is guilty for any offense within India. So kindly focus your attention towards within India. What is the meaning of within India? Actually, it explains the territorial jurisdiction, a territory of the India. What is the meaning of the territory? The word territory includes not only the land area, but river, canal, lake, ponds, the mountain, even the nautical, maritime territory of India also, which is nautical 12 miles, which is extended to 12 nautical miles from the appropriate baseline. मतलब भारत के क्षेत्र में, टेरिटोरी ऑफ इंडिया, जो भारतीय राज्य क्षेत्र है, उसमें सिर्फ भूभाग शामिल नहीं है, सिर्फ पर्वत, नहरें, नदियाँ, जहाज, चाहे वो आर्म्ड हो चाहे अनआर्म्ड हो, शिप्स आर आल्सो इंक्लूडेड अंडर द टर्म्स टेरिटोरी ऑफ इंडिया. Aircraft, ship, whether the aircraft ship are armed or unarmed, canal, rivers, mountain, lakes, ponds, they are all included in the word territory of India. And it includes 12 nautical miles of sea area. It is known as a maritime territory. इसको बोलते हैं सामुद्रिक क्षेत्र अधिकार. जो 1976 में जो हमने कानून बनाया, उसके अनुसार ये 12 मील का जो समुद्री एरिया है वो भारतीय राज्य क्षेत्र में आता है. इट इज इंक्लूडेड अंडर द टर्म्स टेरिटोरी ऑफ द इंडिया. 12 nautical area, 12 nautical miles. It is a maritime territory. So the word within India includes not only the land area, but the nautical area also. It's a maritime territory. It is known as a maritime territory. So now we have discussed the 4 components. One, the every person, Number second, the contrary or violation of the provision thereof. Number three, the act or omission. And number four, within the territory of India. So this is the very important, these are very important factors to know clearly the concept of intra-territorial jurisdiction of the Indian Penal Code. Now, after this pregnant discussion over the Section 2, the intra-territorial operation of this code, Indian Penal Code, we'll have to start the discussion over the Section 3 and 4, which are relevant, which are connected, which are concerned with the extraterritorial jurisdiction of the Indian Penal Code. What is the extraterritorial jurisdiction of the Indian Penal Code and what is the intraterritorial operation of the Indian Penal Code? Both are entirely different. As we have discussed, the Section 2 is entirely based upon the intra-territorial operation of the code, whereas the Section 3 and 4 both are very important to understand what is the extraterritorial operation of the code. Extraterritorial मतलब संहिता का या भारतीय दंड संहिता का क्षेत्रातीत प्रवर्तन, enforcement of the Indian Penal Code outside of the territory of India. धारा 2 में हमने देखा कि what is the intra-territorial operation of the code. इसका अंतर क्षेत्रीय प्रवर्तन क्या है? अब हम जिस पे डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं वो है इसका बाह्य क्षेत्रीय भारतीय दंड संहिता का एक्स्ट्रा टेरिटोरियल, अपने टेरिटोरी से, अपने सीमा से बाहर जाके इसका क्या प्रवर्तन है. तो इसमें एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात यह है जो इसको धारा 2 से थोड़ी सी अलग करती है, वो ये अंडर सेक्शन 2 ऑफ द इंडियन पेनल कोड एवरी पर्सन वर्ड हैज बीन यूज्ड. And what is the meaning of what is the interpretation of the word every person has been discussed by us during our talk today. But the Section 3 have a different concept of the person. Section 3 says any person. Section 3 says any person, not every person. Why the word any person has been used in Section 3? It is also a matter of discussion. Since today we have not much more time, and we have completed the discussion over the Section 2 of the Indian Penal Code. In our next meeting, we'll discuss the extraterritorial operation of the Indian Penal Code, which is well discussed, well provided अंडर सेक्शन 3 and 4 ऑफ द इंडियन पेनल कोड. आज चूंकि हम लोगों ने धारा 2 में जो अंतर क्षेत्रीय प्रवर्तन है, भारतीय सीमा, भारतीय क्षेत्राधिकार के भीतर भारतीय दंड संहिता का किस प्रकार से इन्फोर्समेंट होता है, कैसे प्रवर्तन होता है, इस पर चर्चा की. हमने ये जाना कि भारतीय विद इन इंडिया शब्द का, भारत के भीतर शब्द का क्या अर्थ है, what is the exact मीनिंग ऑफ द टेरिटोरी ऑफ इंडिया, हमने देखा उसे. हमारा जो अगला विषय है जिस पर हम आगे चल के डिस्कस करेंगे अगले हमारे बैठक में, वो है कि भारत का बाह्य क्षेत्रीय भारतीय दंड संहिता का एक्स्ट्रा टेरिटोरियल ऑपरेशन क्या है, इसका बाह्य क्षेत्रीय प्रवर्तन क्या है. तो अंतर क्षेत्रीय प्रवर्तन था, अब हम देखेंगे इसका भारत के बाहर इसका किस प्रकार से इन्फोर्समेंट है, किस प्रकार से इसका एप्लीकेशन है. और इसमें एक बहुत अंतर की जो बात जो मैंने आपको बताना चाहता हूँ वो है कि अंडर सेक्शन 2 ऑफ दिस कोड विच इज कंसर्न टू द इंट्रा टेरिटोरियल ऑपरेशन ऑफ द कोड, द वर्ड एवरी पर्सन हैज बीन यूज्ड, जिसको हमने अच्छी तरह से समझा है कि एवरी पर्सन वर्ड में क्या क्या शामिल है. लेकिन धारा 3 में आप देखेंगे तो वहां पर जो एक्स्ट्रा टेरिटोरियल ऑपरेशन ऑफ से संबंधित है, उसमें एवरी पर्सन की जगह एनी पर्सन शब्द का उपयोग किया गया है. द वर्ड एनी पर्सन हैज बीन यूज्ड specifically in section 3 of the Indian Penal Code. So what is the difference between the two terms, two terminology concerned with the person, that every person and any person? It is a matter of discussion. In our next meeting we will discuss over, and thank you for patience hearing.